night side. Behind us, the Bradley Braves are preparing for Friday night's regular season opener against Illinois Chicago. That's a 7:05 start here Friday night. Coming up after News 25 at 6:30, we'll meet the Braves in a half-hour special right here on WEEK. Here's part of our conversation with Jim Les.
Well, Jim, Andrew Warren after the game Sunday said this might be the best thing to happen. Do you kind of go along with that you can learn more from a loss than a win?
Well, it doesn't make me any happier about it.
Right.
But yeah, you know, it's a lot easier to get a message across. You know, when you have a failure like that and eyes get open, and I know we as a staff have been preaching certain things, and you know, it's like I told the guys last night. You know, we're getting a little bit of lip service in terms of, oh yeah, okay, I understand, and yeah, I'm going to do that, but the actions and the film doesn't lie, and no, we're not doing that, and that is going to get you beat, and execution at this level beats athletes. We've got great athletes, and if those athletes want to decide to execute, now we can be special, we can be very good, and I think, you know, partly I told him, you know, I'll take the blame. We played a lot of different combinations and new guys, and you know, I'll make a little bit of an excuse for them, but that's not an excuse. And now, in order to get on the floor, you know, I'm holding the precious card of playing time, and to get on the floor, you're going to have to make some changes based on what we are doing in that game, in that tape, and give Platteville some credit. Every time we did make a mistake, they capitalized, but there were a lot of mistakes, in particular on the defensive end of the floor, that are not going to be accepted or tolerated, and we have plenty of depth on this team now to, hey, if you're not going to buy in and do it our way, well, then that's going to cost you your playing time.
Coach Les and the Braves working out some of those kinks right now here at Carver Arena. We will talk more with Jim Les about some of his veteran players and several newcomers this season. We'll hear about some of those young men as well. Coming up next on Meet the Braves, that's coming up at 6:30 right here on WEEK. Also tonight, the Bulls are home against Atlanta, and in the IHL, the Bloomington Prairie Thunder are at Port Huron, so we'll have that score for you tonight on Nightside. And we'll talk to you coming up on Meet the Braves. News 25 continues right after this.
This portion of News 25 brought to you by Carnegie's 501, proudly located in the Hotel Père Marquette. This Thanksgiving, leave the cooking to us.
Yeast and bacteria are naturally present in your body. It's important that they stay in balance. Introducing Pro-B, a capsule that balances yeast and bacteria to maintain feminine health. New once a day, Refresh Pro-B balances yeast and bacteria every day.
Going to Burger Town. Want anything?
Oh, if they still have the Can My Butt Look Any Bigger meal, will you get me one?
Me too.
Instead, try the Subway Fresh Fit meal that fits into the American Heart Association's approach to a healthy lifestyle. Subway, eat fresh.
Jeffrey Allen's, bringing Christmas ideas home.
Come join the party. Have tons of fun. Laugh, sing, and bounce along. It's Disney Live, Winnie the Pooh. See Pooh, Tigger, Piglet, Eeyore, and all their friends live on stage. It's Tiggerific.
Playing one day only, Sunday, November 23rd at U.S. Cellular Coliseum. Get your tickets today.
Beautiful. Absolutely not a cloud in the sky. Put the top down on the convertible. There is no rain here.
Are you tired of things that sound great until you read the small print? Then call MTCO. Unlike cable's teaser rates, MTCO rates are low and stay that way. Get MTCO's broad-served high-speed internet for $29.95 a month and switch to Dish TV and get 100 channels with locals and DVR for $39.95 a month. Escape cable's web of price increases and throttle down speeds. Call MTCO or visit MTCO.com.
This portion of News 25 is brought to you by First United Methodist Church, lifting up Christ in the heart of the city in downtown Peoria.
It looks like the rain will continue through most of the evening. We'll kind of be on and off again, then it'll pick up again late tonight. Temperature is fairly steady around 40, between 38 and 42 most of the evening, and not warming up too much tomorrow either.
Here's a look what we've got coming up tonight on News 25 at 9. And Nightside, more details coming in from Peoria's downtown development. That includes a move for Big Al's to make way for a new hotel, possibly. Plus, we'll continue our Veterans Day series on the Forgotten Soldier. Those stories, much more, coming up tonight at 9 and 9:59 and 10 on Nightside. And, of course, news, weather, and sports 24/7 at WEK.com.
Finally, tonight at 6, a fitting end to our show, gentlemen. A bridal shop in Warren, Ohio gave away free wedding dresses today to military brides in honor of Veterans Day. But don't go running there, ladies. Operation White Gown is over for this year. Some brides and grooms-to-be came all the way from Hawaii to get a free or discounted wedding dress. Brides were also given discounts at local stores, plus a free raffle offered one couple a free wedding band set.
Wow.
Very nice. Yeah. Now that trip from Hawaii, though, to Ohio, I would think would have been the money they could have used for the honeymoon, perhaps.
Maybe they were going to Ohio anyway.
Oh, I wonder
Very
why.
possible.
Yeah.
Hawaii
going
to Ohio, Ohio to Hawaii. That's more like it.
Whatever choice you'd want.
All right, that will do it for us. Meet the Braves with Lee Hall coming up next here on News 25.
Good night.
Gary Moore and Sandy Gallant, Central Illinois' #1 morning news team. News 25 today.
You know, gas prices will go up, and healthcare prices will go up, and college tuition prices don't have to. College Illinois, the smart, secure, inflation-beating way to pay for college. Visit collegeillinois.com.
I wish there were better options.
Yeah, that tasted better too.
Feel better about fast food with the new Fresh Side Grill, only from Long John Silver's, featuring 3 new delicious meals you can feel better about, including grilled Pacific salmon, grilled tilapia, and shrimp scampi, all served on a bed of rice with veggies, corn, and a breadstick. Long John Silver's, throw boring overboard.
So, what happens to your College Illinois prepaid tuition plan if the stock market drops? Nothing. Find out more at collegeillinois.com, the smart, secure, virtually indestructible way to pay for college.
Just because it's the end of your day doesn't mean the day is done. Wrap up your day with News 25 Nightside at 10, Central Illinois' #1 and most watched newscast. Your complete look at news and weather from the team you know and trust. Tom McIntyre and Mike Dimmick with the news you need to know. Lee Ranson and your Weather Plus forecast. And Lee Hall's look at your favorite teams. Wrap up your day the right way with Central Illinois' #1 news. If it's 10 p.m., it's News 25 Nightside at 10, your home team. It's time. Time for Bradley men's basketball. It's time to meet the Braves. A WEEK special presented by Heritage Bank. Now, here's News 25 Sports Director Lee Hall.
Good evening and welcome to Carver Arena and Meet the Braves. Over the next half hour, we'll meet some of the major players for the Bradley Braves this season. We begin with their head coach, Jim Less.
Well, Jim, Andrew Warren after the game Sunday said this might be the best thing to happen. Do you kind of go along with that you can learn more from a loss than a win?
Well, it doesn't make me any happier about it.
Right.
But yeah, it's a lot easier to get a message across. when you have a failure like that and eyes get open, and I know we as a staff have been preaching certain things, and it's like I told the guys last night, we're getting a little bit of lip service in terms of, oh yeah, okay, I understand, and yeah, I'm going to do that, but the actions and the film doesn't lie, and no, we're not doing that, and that is going to get you beat, and execution at this level beats athletes. We've got great athletes, and if those athletes want to decide to execute, now we can be special, we can be very good, and I think, partly I told him, I'll take the blame. We played a lot of different combinations and new guys, and I'll make a little bit of an excuse for them, but that's not an excuse. And now, in order to get on the floor, I'm holding the precious card of playing time, and to get on the floor, you're going to have to make some changes based on what we were doing in that game, in that tape, and give Platteville some credit. Every time we did make a mistake, they capitalized, but there were a lot of mistakes, in particular on the defensive end of the floor, that are not going to be accepted or tolerated, and we have plenty of depth on this team now to, hey, if you're not going to buy in and do it our way, well, then that's going to cost you your playing time.
College basketball all begins at point guard. Sam Maniscalco played great last year. How much harder does his job get this year now that he's a sophomore?
Well, I think, first of all, he's a natural leader, and he has a real good understanding of how hard he needs to play. And, now it's just a matter of developing this chemistry on this team, and the point guard's a big part of that. You have to learn and understand all the different players you're playing with and positions and where they like the ball. And, I still see that some guys are zigging and other guys are zagging a little bit, and that's part of getting to know each other. Sure. And that's the fun of building this team. But he's a tremendous leader who, I have a lot of faith when he's on the floor that he's going to do the right thing, which is a great compliment.
Let's talk a bit about Andrew Warren, another guy that's coming back. We'll talk to him a little bit later in the program. Coming back from an injury. Talk about his role, about how he's going to fit in and be a leader this year.
Well, I think first and foremost, Andrew's experience is tremendous, and we've missed that in practice. It's hard to set examples when you only have a few returning guys, and especially at the guard position, because that's such an important spot for us. So we've missed his just ability to be an experienced guy on the floor, and what he needs to do as he's dusting off the rust from being hurt is, get the new guys focused defensively, and he can do that by showing his great focus and attention on the defensive end of the floor. We know he can score, and he's a very good offensive player, but when a guy like that, your returning leading scorer, focuses on the defensive end, all the new guys are going, oh, I guess that's how it's done, and now all of a sudden he not only helps himself helping our team, but he helps all the other guys buy into what we're doing on the defensive end.
We'll hear more from Coach Les coming up after the break, and we'll reintroduce you to Theron Wilson, who's out to improve on an impressive junior season.
Heritage Bank's newest location is your cell phone. Mobile banking, your bank on the go. Visit go-heritage.com and check it out.
This week at Sherman, spend $3,000 and pay only $50 a month. That's 5 full years to pay with no interest. $3,000 for only $50 a month. $6,000 only $100 a month. Select from all our furniture and mattresses, GE Profile appliances, Hitachi and LG flat panel HD TVs, and home theater and audio equipment. Buy any combination of these products totaling $3,000 or more and get 5 full years to pay with no interest. Today through Sunday, November 23rd only at Sherman's.
Hearing is a precious gift that's worth protecting. Midwest Hearing Centers, an affiliate of Midwest Ear, Nose, and Throat Specialists, provide comprehensive hearing evaluations for all ages, fitting and service for most makes and models of hearing aids, custom hearing protection for occupational, recreational, and athletic activities, and evaluation and treatment of balance disorders. Our staff of fully certified audiologists work with patients of all ages to provide outstanding care in a friendly, relaxed environment. Midwest Hearing Centers in Morton and Peoria.
Great looks, great selection, and great prices. Just more good reasons to visit Goods in Kewanee, Illinois.
I found it.
You bet I found it. Oh yeah, I find it.
I find value all the time. I like to work in my yard, and they've got everything that I need. We found everything we needed.
One-stop shopping, definitely.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, you'll find value on the brands you trust. We have the stuff you need for your home, yard, and car. Dedicated to saving you time and money, offering you convenience, selection, value, and top-notch customer service. You'll love your Blaine shopping experience.
I found it.
Oh yeah, I found value. And we found it every time.
We find value at Farm and Fleet.
Whether you're a student athlete or a weekend warrior, let the Sports Doc help you stay in the game.
Hi, I'm Dr. Brad Roberts, sports medicine specialist with Methodist Medical Group. Catch me as the Sports Doc Monday on News 25 at 6.
Avanti's has so many choices, we can only name a few.
It's gondola time, only at Avanti's, since 1966.
Avanti's has so many choices, it's great Italian food.
The Jansen Law Center, selected by an independent survey as Central Illinois' #1 law firm 19 years in a row. Also nationally honored by Fortune magazine as an America Premier Lawyer, and by Chicago Magazine as an Illinois super lawyer. There's never a charge to discuss your case at the Jansen Law Center. One name says it all.
It all begins with a single step. You take the right apparel and the right bike, and you have Walters Brothers Harley Davidson with great apparel, even for the littlest rider, and fantastic service. We'll treat your Harley like it's our own, because it's one of our own. Walters Brothers lays the foundation, and Walters Brothers has the essentials to keep you customizing. Your adventure begins at Walters Brothers Harley Davidson, celebrating 85 years of customer satisfaction.
Heritage Bank's newest location is your cell phone. Mobile banking, your bank on the go. Visit go-heritage.com and check it out.
Welcome back to Meet the Braves. Now more of our chat with Jim Less as he talks about some of the new players this season.
Let's talk new guys. One guy that's kind of made some wow-type plays for you in the preseason, Chris Roberts.
Well, Chris is just a superior athlete, and he's a lot of fun to watch. He's got a great attitude, and he wants to be a good player. He still has a lot to learn. We're trying to channel that energy and athleticism into learning our system and into, he could be a tremendous defensive player and make a lot of plays for us off the ball, blocking shots, getting his hands on balls, deflections, and that's part of the learning process. The individual pieces on this team I love. It's great attitude, good chemistry, good kids who want to be good. And now our role as coaches is to get them to blend together and make them one team, and that's the fun challenge, and that's what we enjoy doing. And Chris, he wants to be a part of a successful team, and he wants to help. And when you have that type of attitude, we can work through the kinks of any mistakes or lack of experience.
Talk a little bit about Dodie Dunson. Here's a guy that's played Division I basketball. He may not be eye-popping maybe with statistics, but he's going to do a lot of little things for you, isn't he?
He is. Initially, and what we're challenging Dodie to do is be a stopper for us. He's got the physical makeup. He's long, he's strong, he's athletic, and he has the mentality to be a really good defender. And we're going to face some awfully good players this weekend and beyond that. Hey, if we can shut them down or their leading scorer has to work a little bit harder to get their points, that's advantage Bradley, and we would love Dodie to take on that responsibility in addition to what he brings on the offensive end. But again,
what's the biggest challenge for you getting ready for the home opener on a Friday night?
Well, I think it's we've had the disappointment from the exhibition game and a little bit of beatdown from that, which was deserved. And now it's, let's build ourselves up with confidence leading into that game by putting in some great work and practice and really getting after it. So come Friday, we feel good about ourselves and what we're doing, and we feel good about our team. And the other thing is a response. Throughout the season, there's going to be all kinds of challenges and adversity. And it's actually great for me to get a look at this team. We got a little adversity right off the bat. Let's see how we respond to that and move forward, because that can pay dividends down the road.
Bradley senior Theron Wilson is the latest junior college transfer to thrive under Jim Les, joining the likes of Marcellus Somerville, Tony Bennett, Will Franklin, JUCO players who've had a big impact at BU.
When we say Theron Wilson is up to his old tricks again, we should emphasize up. The Bradley senior off and running in the preseason, picking up where he left off a year ago. Wilson made a smooth transition from Seward County Community College, averaging almost 12 points and 6 rebounds per game in his first season on the Hilltop.
I think last year with me, kind of my mindset was just go in there and just to play hard, and everything will kind of pan out as far as you playing there, go in there and play hard and take care of business.
While Les has had success with several JUCO players during his tenure, David Collins struggled with the transition most of last season. Tyrone Cole-Scott and Rashad Austin both washed out, while Wilson thrived.
I think one of the reasons was, and one of the things we liked about him when we recruited him, is he just plays hard. He steps on the floor and he competes and he wants to win, and I think he took advantage of the fact that Andrew and Jeremy and Daniel drew so much attention, and he was able to have great success. I thought from the early summer on, he's just really played well, and I think added things to his game, and been I think the guy that we want him to be in terms of not being satisfied with the great year he had and wanting to build on that.
Wilson is poised to improve on his junior achievement. He's Bradley's second leading returning scorer behind Andrew Warren, their top returning rebounder. He's walked the walk, and now he's talking the talk, setting lofty goals for his senior season at Bradley.
I know the fans have had a taste of the Sweet 16, as like me and a couple other players, we sat down and watched that, but we all know how it kind of feels watching it through TV. And now with the squad that we have kind of this year, I really do feel that that's running through our blood this year, and everybody's hungry to get out there and reach for that goal as far as go to NCAA and even go beyond Sweet 16. So I do stand by that.
Theron Wilson not lacking for confidence. Coming up next on Meet the Braves, we'll talk to Andrew Warren, who's coming back from a foot injury, and Sam Maniscalco takes over full-time at point guard for Bradley.
Heritage Bank's newest location is your cell phone. Mobile banking, your bank on the go. Visit go-heritage.com and check it out.
All right, gentlemen, today's race is a test of driving skills and ingenuity.
When we hit the lock road, it was so smooth, we didn't feel anything. That's insane. Full-length coil suspension made driving unbelievable. I mean, forget about it.
My partner, Doc Halliday, loves sports, and in the courtroom, few are more highly competitive or motivated as Doc. When someone comes to us with a loss or injury, they are often nervous and stressed. Doc is straightforward yet understanding in his response to their questions. If you or your family are injured in an accident, you need advice from someone who is straightforward and experienced and is trained to protect your rights. At Parker & Halliday, we have over 50 years of experience handling cases for the injured. We invite you to call us.
Hearing is a precious gift that's worth protecting. Midwest Hearing Centers, an affiliate of Midwest Ear, Nose, and Throat Specialists, provide comprehensive hearing evaluations for all ages, fitting and service for most makes and models of hearing aids, custom hearing protection for occupational, recreational, and athletic activities, and evaluation and treatment of balance disorders. Our staff of fully certified audiologists work with patients of all ages to provide outstanding care in a friendly, relaxed environment. Midwest Hearing Centers in Morton and Peoria.
For people on the go, it's good to know there's Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Might as well grab a dozen. Turkish apricots. Why not? I heard this stuff's pretty good.
Oh yeah, definitely.
What the heck?
Blaine's Farm and Fleet, a one-stop shop for busy people like NASCAR driver Matt Kenseth. No matter what you need, you're sure to find it at Blaine's, saving you time and money by offering convenience, selection, and value.
Anybody know how to open the trunk on this thing?
What's holding you back from being where you really need to be? What's keeping you from exploring? Go beyond your boundary. See where it takes you. Peoria International Airport, connecting you to the world.
Chronic neck pain? The staff at Benningfield and Associates has some good news. Call today to schedule a consultation.
Benningfield and Associates, one office, taking health to a new level.
It's a brand new day in Henry County. It's time to rise and shine.
Take in the sights, sounds, and aromas of Christmas past in Old World Bishop Hill. Holiday music, Swedish folk characters, cookie and chocolate walks, and handcrafted gifts. Shop, dine, and stay the night November 28th through the 30th and December 6th and 7th.
A brand new day in Henry County. It's time to rise and shine.
Heritage Bank's newest location is your cell phone. Mobile banking, your bank on the go. Visit go-heritage.com and check it out.
Welcome back to Meet the Braves. Hard to believe Andrew Warren is already a junior. For the second time in 8 months, he's coming back from an injury.
This is something you've been through before, coming back from a broken bone in your hand. Now you're coming back from a broken bone in your foot. How tough has it been?
It's been pretty tough. I think the hardest part I'm going through now, and as far as coming back and getting into the flow of things and being out for so long and missing a good chunk of conditioning and, the first part, of practice, I think the toughest part is me just, getting back to where I want to be and to where I ended the year last year.
How much does it affect your ability to come in and play a role as a leader this year as a junior?
Well, first and foremost, it's something that I'm still getting used to, and I think it's good that we've gone through some adversity starting off here, because this is something that's really going to test me as a leader, and it's going to test all the rest of us that have experience, like Sam and Theron, as well. Test our ability to lead, and but we're ready. We're gonna really focus this week in practice to try to get everybody on the same page and where we need to be successful.
Would you like to give us a Coach Bisher pep talk going into break here?
We'll be all right this week. We're gonna battle back, and we're gonna get through the struggles. So we're gonna be all right. And just wait till Friday. When Saturday gets here, Bradley's going to be 1-0. I'll tell you that much.
I want to hear Sam Maniscalco real quick.
Well, Sam, he's totally dominating right now. He's getting all the guys ready. He's really leading everybody. So, Sam's just excited. He's just ready to lead the team. And, his jump shot's unreal from outside the arc. So, totally dominant.
Keep him going, buddy. And speaking as the old coach, we appreciate that. Andrew, good luck to you. All right? Thanks. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right.
And speaking of Sam Maniscalco, point guard is now a full-time gig for him. Mark Strauss has the story.
No Bradley freshman made a bigger impact last season than point guard Sam Maniscalco.
Having come in as a freshman last year, you're kind of feeling your way through and you don't exactly know what to expect. And coming back with the season under my belt and with the experience I was able to get last year in those games, I think brings a lot more confidence.
A lot more confidence. Because of injuries to starters Daniel Ruffin and Andrew Warren, Maniscalco started 15 games last season. Only he didn't play like a freshman, averaging almost 10.5 points and 4.5 assists per game in those 15 starts.
Obviously, I don't think anyone was really expecting it. Unfortunately, Ruff went down with an injury. But, Coach pulled me aside and, told me that I'm going to have a much bigger role and responsibility now. And I was, like I said, it was very unfortunate situation, but I knew that I had to step up.
2 seconds. Maniscalco, yes! Got it! Count it!
Sam may not have realized it at the time, but his steady performance, not to mention his comfort level on the court, provides the Braves an almost seamless transition as he inherits the starter's role this season.
I think the big part of it is being an extension of Coach Les out on the floor, making things easier on him. So in that aspect, sort of, you know, being a coach out on the floor and kind of directing guys, and also, you know, bringing guys up too, you know, patting guys on the back when they need to be patted on the back, and getting on guys when they need, you know, when they need to kind of, you know, to get pushed a little bit like that.
For Maniscalco, playing point guard is easy, and playing for an old one energizes him.
It's awesome to play for a point guard, especially one, you know, as good as he was. He's just got so many, you know, little things here and there, you know, in my ear about stuff. It helps you so much along the way. Just about, you know, the offense and a lot of leadership type things, a lot of, you know, getting your teammates involved and just making right decisions and stuff like that, and kind of just letting the game come to you.
At Bradley, Mark Strauss, News 25.
Next on Meet the Braves, Josh Simon introduces us to Bradley's newest athletic facility.